This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of today's host team and MSPN Digital Television and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of today's host team and MSPN Digital Television.
This is MSPN Digital Television, promoting local teams and local athletes since 2017 in North Dakota and Minnesota.
Third time's a charm for the Otters. They're your Section 8 2A champions tonight. What's the victory here over the Monaga Braves?
Producing area youth and high school sports broadcasts, along with news, highlights, and scores of the area's semi-professional teams.
In the 2018 Clark Cup champions are the Fargo Force.
Also search MSPN DTV to follow us on most social media platforms for news, scores, and highlights of college sports. Plus the Twins, T-Wolves, Wild, Lynx, PWHL, Vikings, and so much more. MSPN Digital Television. Visit us online at our website, mspndtv.com. This MSPN broadcast starts right now.
Don't cue like different music in it?
All right, we're live here at Jim Goda Stadium. We're getting ready for this NPSL matchup between the Dakota Fusion and the Siouxland United Outlaws. Mike with you here alongside Lou. Lou, first game yesterday, second game today. How was your time in between games?
Brilliant. Yeah, I went back to watch a bunch of Fusion soccer for the last 12 hours or so. So, yeah, I got a good feel for the team today.
That's absolutely awesome. Let's go ahead and break these two teams down side by side if we're able to. Maybe we're not. Maybe we're having issues today. Let's see here. Okay, we'll have to manually do this here, but here's a look at the two teams side by side. We got the Dakota Fusion at 6-3-0. That's 6 wins, 3 draws, no losses, and Siouxland United at 4 wins, no draws, 5 losses. So Fusion undefeated at home. When Siouxland Outlaws are playing on the road, they are 1-0-4. Against conference opponents, it's the same as their regular record. Right now, the Fusion stand at the top of the standings at 21 points. And the Siouxland United standing at 5 of 7 with 12 points right now. The Fusion they've only allowed 1 goal this entire season.
Incredible.
That is absolutely, as I put it to one of my friends, insane. But incredible is a nice word to use for it too. But don't let that fool you here, because both of these teams have scored 17 goals on the season.
Right.
Only difference is Outlaws have allowed a little bit more than 1 goal so far. So right now the goal differential plus 16 for the Fusion, -1 for the Outlaws. So, you know, I'm gonna give the Siouxland United the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna take those 2 categories out of the matchup, hypothetically. Game win-draw streak is 9. The way I look at it is, if you don't lose, you win. So, and it's just
absolutely points are points.
Yeah, points are points.
Points
so
are points.
maybe we could call that a game point streak, is what we call that for instead of a win-loss streak.
Yeah.
And then Siouxland coming in on a 2-game winning streak. Fusion are 3-2-0 in their last 5, and the Siouxland United are 3-0-2 in their last 5. So both of these teams have won 3 of their last 5 matches here, and so that's certainly a good one there. We will take a quick look at the keys of the game. I'm going to hand that over to
Here's
Lou
what needs to be
here
done to win this game.
And, well, now it's working. So, keys to the game brought to you by Town & Country Credit Union for Siouxland United.
Yeah.
Go for it, Lou.
Yeah, I think a big one looking at this matchup is the Fusion are so disciplined. So Siouxland have to really get in behind on the counterattack and look to attack very, very quickly before the Fusion gets set up. Looking to create 1v1s, 2v1s in the wings is going to be really, really key for them as well. They've got explosive players that can cut in and score goals, but getting out there is going to be a big one for them too.
All right, welcome to Jim Goda Stadium for this NPSL North Division matchup between the visiting Siouxland United Outlaws and your Dakota Fusion. We'll start with the starting lineups here for the visitors on the scoreboard. In the orange jerseys, the Siouxland United Outlaws in numerical order, or almost numerical order. Starting at a midfielder, number 5, Shion Hayashi. Number 6, also starting at midfield, is Logan Paracombe. Starting at forward, number 7, Ben Shields. Starting at defense, number 10. Starting at defense, number 10, Ryder Delford. Starting at forward, number 14, Nick Walker. Starting at midfield, number 16, Lucas Foreman. Starting at defense, number 22, Amrik Nsangu. Starting at defense, number 23, Kenny Hewitt. Starting at forward, number 33, Flynn Faulkner. Also starting at forward, number 9, Ahmed Doso. And in the net for Siouxland United, goalkeeper wearing number 1, Steiny Gunnarsson. And those are your starters for the visiting Siouxland United Outlaws. And now for your Dakota Fusion. Your starters will look like this. A defender wearing number 2, Sho Toda. A defender wearing number 3, Gail Gonzalez. A defender wearing number 4, Takumi Kumakurua. A midfielder number 6, Luis Pinto. A defender wearing number 10, Kyrie Siedo. A forward, number 17, Brandon Garcia. A midfielder, number 19, Inchin Han. A midfielder, number 23, Ryusuke Miyata. A midfielder, number 25, Nomar Ogaz. A forward, number 9, Richard Bushmeister. And starting in net for your Fusion is number 0, Will Devine. And those are your starters for the home team on the scoreboard, the Dakota Fusion. And now, if you would please stand and rise and face the flag to the left end zone and remove your headgear, and we'll play the national anthem. And just a reminder, the concession stands are located to the right of the main grandstand, with the restrooms right around the corner from the concession stand. Best of luck to both teams in this contest. Let's play some soccer. All right. Well, Will, sorry to leave you hanging there on the keys of the game. Did you get through that, or?
Well, we didn't quite get to the Fusion for the lineouts, but no problem. No problem, Mike.
Yeah. Well, we can. We don't have to put the graphic on screen. What are your keys of the game for the Fusion?
The big one really is just execute in front of goal. I was trying to coach Coach Alex before the game, and they create chances. They create chances. They get into the final third, and they don't have issues generating opportunities, but just haven't really converted on those. And as you mentioned, same goal tally as this Siouxland team, but for a team with a much better defensive record, it's an interesting talking point. But yeah, execute. They've got to score goals. They've got to keep getting to dangerous spaces, but ultimately the ball's got to go in the back of the net.
Absolutely. I think that is a fair assessment of this matchup here. And you kind of mentioned it. Both of these teams have scored 17 goals on the season. Fusion have the better defensive record, exactly how you put it. I think this might lean a little bit in favor of the Fusion based on that defense, but if they have even a little bit of a breakdown, Siouxland could get right into this and make things interesting. It could be a very interesting game from the opening kick, in my opinion.
Absolutely, and they're hungry for it. I mean, they're looking mid-table at the moment, this Siouxland team, and just coming off a big win and got some confidence coming up here. So they're hungry for it, and they've got a chance to still squeak into maybe that top 2, top 3 in the table. So yeah, they'll be hungry for this one. And
last time these two teams met, it was a road game for the Fusion, and the Fusion picked up a 2-0 victory. So they'll have that in the back of their mind too. They're probably looking at some tape saying, okay, here's how they scored those 2 goals. Here's how we can defend against a situation like that moving forward in this game. So we'll see what kind of adjustments they've made from that last game to this game here, but it should be a fun matchup. It's always fun watching the Dakota Fusion play here at Jim Goda Stadium, and it's even more fun when the opponents have jersey numbers I can read from up here in the press box on a good color combination. So whoever came up with white on orange for Siouxland United, kudos to you. I much appreciate that.
Yeah, brilliant. I noticed that too off the bat.
There's been some hard jerseys to read this season, and we are underway here in the first half. And all the way comes back. Once again, the starting goalies here for Siouxland United, just clearing the ball away there, is Stingy Gunnarsson. And I want to say, I think she's the owner of Siouxland United, I think, based upon some of the hints that I got from our conversation.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, she told me to not even worry about his first name and just call him Steiny. So
Steiny, we'll
I
go
was
with
like,
it.
I can handle that.
Yeah,
So Steiny Gunnarsson is the goalkeeper here for Siouxland United, and over on the other side it's Will Devine for the Dakota Fusion. So Will Devine in the green goalie jersey down here on the right side, and Steiny Gunnarsson in the blue goalie jersey over on the left side of the field here. As the Fusion work from right to left, as you see it on your screen here, to open up things in the first half.
No surprises here from Fusion's formation. Come on, they're 4-3-3. They've got really great central players. They're technical. They play short passing style patterns through the middle. They look to exploit those same combinations.
And one thing I've noticed about the Fusion this season is they are really good at finding at threading that needle on passes, and they don't need much space. If they have enough space that's the width of the soccer ball, they can feed that pass through.
Absolutely, and it's a narrow pitch here at Moorhead. It is narrow, so it's definitely to their advantage having the technical ability through the middle.
Right now, the Fusion defense working it there. It's Gail Gonzalez, and he'll move it up. Siouxland United will get it back up to midfield, and it's picked up over there on the far side by Amendoso. And Amendoso making a move down the far side here for Siouxland United, and then stepping in front, and a nice battle there, and the Fusion get it back, and that all started there with Inchin Han. Inchin Han was able to get the possession back here for the Fusion.
Doso on that left wing looks lively already. First couple touches, he started to run at Fusion defenders, so he might be a danger man here for the Fusion to deal with.
Yeah, their leading goal scorer, Siouxland United, and I credit Lou for bringing this up because I didn't even recognize it, but it's Maglori, if I'm saying that correctly, Makila, is not playing today. So that is one maybe beneficial factor for the Dakota Fusion in this contest.
Yeah, it seems he didn't travel with, but he's got 5 goals in the season, leading goal scorer, so it could be a factor missing him.
Nice crowd on hand here. This is probably the biggest crowd I've seen for a men's game. kind of rivals the women's game from yesterday.
Hey,
so
it's because they knew I was back, Mike.
Yeah, that's all.
People knew I was back in town.
And a nice job there by the Fusion defense, as once again Ahmed Doso was the intended person on the receiving end of that pass that was taken away there by the Fusion as they work it back up towards midfield. Midfielders will have possession. They'll switch fields. They'll work it over near side here for Sayado. There we go. I'll get it right.
Yeah.
Sayado,
yeah.
There we go. And now the Fusion looking for an opportunity here. It's Romano Sanchez. And then that one's cleared away there by the Siouxland Outlaws.
There they go.
Siouxland Outlaws, it's their first year as a team, first year in the NPSL. And like I said, they've won 3 out of their last 5, which is exactly what the Dakota Fusion have done. They have won 3 out of their last 5, but the only difference is the other 2 that the Fusion didn't win ended in draws, and the other 2 for Siouxland United ended in losses. So, and here's a nice clear there as they temporarily stop the Fusion attack there. Takumi Kumarara boots it out of play.
Lots of contact on the edge of the box there. There's no free kick given, but Siouxland were appealing.
And they probably had a case to plead there, too.
I think so. Might have missed it.
Fusion will come away with it. So far, I like what I'm seeing here from Siouxland United. They're really keeping the pressure on the Dakota Fusion here.
They are. Yeah, they are. Really pinned the Fusion back at the first few minutes.
They'll work it near side here. It's going on the foot of Ben Shields. Now Shields will drop it back inside there onto the foot of Shion Hayashi. And Hayashi loses it, and there's that little seam pass that I was telling you about. Gets onto the foot of Romana Sanchez. Sanchez working it down. Centering pass is there, but nobody for the Fusion, and a quick clear out, but it goes right back to the Fusion about 40 yards out of the box. Working with it now here is Lucas Peruzzo. And a couple passes later, they'll work it over to the far side there for the Fusion.
Yes.
And one thing that I've seen on 2 ends of the field now is Ahmed Doso. He's playing a forward position according to the chart, but he truly looks like a midfielder. He's all over the field right now.
Yeah, he is. He's been everywhere.
There's that kind of looked like a handball, but maybe it wasn't since no whistle came.
Yeah, I think he took it off the chest just about.
All right, any part of the arm up to the shoulder can be considered a handball.
Yeah, absolutely.
According to the official rule book, for those who didn't know that, now you know. Already into the 7th minute of play here at Jim Goda Stadium in Moorhead. Ironically, Siouxland United kind of looks like the Moorhead Spuds, orange and black.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
I didn't even pick up on that. They do.
It took 6 minutes and 18 seconds to realize that, but
brilliant edgy from Siouxland.
actually it's orange and blue, but from a distance it looks orange.
Oh, you're
and
right.
black.
Yeah, you're right. Orange
So I
and
guess
blue.
they don't look like the Moorhead Spuds, but
Yeah, it's a good-looking club for a new club. Logo and team colors, and yeah, I've heard good things from the club and the franchise. So
yeah, when
addition.
I did some research on this team, they have a phenomenal website. Their
Cool.
logo is crisp and cool, and yeah, whoever put it all together, they did a really fantastic job.
yeah, brilliant.
There's no doubt about it. Right now, we're still 0-0 as we are a few seconds shy of entering that 8th minute of play as Will Devine comes out and snags that one off the ground. He will set it up, and the Siouxland United Outlaws are on their toes. As I quickly scan the field, everybody is waiting for that kick, and I didn't see a single Fusion man who didn't have a man on him while Devine had the ball, which is impressive, to say the least. They'll get it back to Devine now.
All the Fusion Central play has been really tightly marked here by Siouxland. You can tell it's a clear coaching point from Siouxland to limit their time on the ball.
They'll try for the centering pass, and it connected, but it also deflected back near midfield. Now the two teams will battle for it as they get it over to Doso. And Doso, 2 passes later, they're onto the foot of Nick Walker. And now the Fusion defenders get it back. They'll work it onto the foot of Kumakurua. And Kumakurua will send it back over to the far side.
Yeah, no high press here from Siouxland. They seem content with Fusion having the ball at the back.
You would say, based on the last minute of play here, that this could be a 0-0 type of game, but something tells me that somebody's going to break through sooner or later.
Definitely.
Yeah,
there's goals in this one, for sure. There's goals in this one. Yeah, I like what I see so far, though, from Siouxland.
Once again, my name's Mike. We got Lou on the color analysis of this game. He's working camera. We have Janice working the outfield, the scoreboard in the field. And I got the rest of it here, as well as our PA announcing duties. So,
and the whole team.
I know. I wear many hats here.
Brilliant switch.
And that'll be a throw-in here for the Fusion. I don't think we've had any free kicks outside of goal kicks.
No, nothing yet. Just that one potentially on the edge of the Fusion box, but it wasn't given.
Now we headed right back out of bounds there by Luis Pinto. And a Siouxland United throw-in. I want to say hi to Steve, who's chiming in on the YouTube chat. Thanks for tuning in. And there's a nice advancement, but it went a little bit too far there for Brendan Garcia. And I'll roll all the way over to Steiny Gunnarsson. He'll put it on the ground here for a kick. For the Outlaw fans tuning into the broadcast, we hope that you enjoy the broadcast. We wish your team the best of luck in this contest here today. Regardless of what the final score may end up saying, we hope that's potentially the only thing you don't enjoy about this broadcast. We're in the 11th minute right now, and everybody is happy at the moment. Doso over on the far side.
Yeah, he looks lively.
And that centering pass had a foot get in the way. It deflected back out to the top of the box, and they'll recede it back to midfield here. Try and reset up the attack here for Siouxland. A nice through ball up into the near sideline here. That's going in the direction of Amrik Insangul. I can't read my own phonetic spelling here.
Your corner hit then. Yeah, well.
Okay, I rewrote it. It's Nsangu.
Nsangu.
And we have our first corner kick of the game here.
Left footed, in swing.
So, ooh, nice kick, low, and that was a dangerous opportunity there for Siouxland, but the Fusion able to clear it out momentarily. They almost produced numbers there, but they couldn't get the pass connected to Romano Sanchez. Now it's deflected out of bounds, and that'll be a Fusion throw-in.
Confident off the bat, aren't they, Siouxland? Confident.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I think the only team that's put up this much of a fight this early was earlier this season when the Fusion hosted Duluth.
Yeah.
That game was 0-0 until the 90th minute when I believe that was the game where the Fusion scored right when the clock hit 90-0-0.
Yeah.
And then they ended up putting one or two more goals in stoppage time. So a game that looked like was going to a draw just suddenly turned in the true final minutes of that one. Fusion using that open space here to connect on some passes, and right now that is Kumakurua who will flip it back to Will Devine, and Devine will switch it over to the other side of the field. Fusion will try and send it in the way there was Doso.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same discipline from Siouxland. They're content not pressing the Fusion, but the focus is, I think, keeping the ball out of the midfield. And they've done it brilliantly so far.
And that could be the first opportunity on net, and it is for Siouxland United. One of the easier saves. Fusion defense, based on what I've seen so far, the Fusion defense is going to have to be really focused on making sure that Ahmed Doso does not get a breakaway opportunity.
Absolutely. Crowd him. Bring a second defender. Nice physical play. Nice.
And we'll have our first free kick of the game. I'll go in favor of the Fusion. And I was looking down for a second. Did he pull a yellow card, or is he just pointing? It's a red.
I think it's a red card. I think it's a red card. What's happened here?
Yeah, it is a red card on the. So that's not the best point in the game that you want to go shorthanded when you're in the first 15 minutes of the contest. But
yeah, what has happened here? My only guess is verbal. I mean, there was physical play between Nomar Ogaz and, I don't know, it must be verbal. Maybe
Flynn Faulkner is the one who's going out with the red card.
Yeah, dissent, I guess. Dissent.
Yeah.
Didn't see anything else.
Yeah, that's more than likely it.
Yeah. Wow, captain's having a word here.
Yeah. Captain's not careful. It doesn't seem like that referee's in a good mood right now. So
that's it. Nice end of his night.
Gonna have to be careful here.
I think he's gonna come over and communicate with Siouxland head coach here.
Looks like you are absolutely correct on that.
I think we'll be able to get a gauge from his response.
So this will definitely produce some stoppage time later in the half here, but we're in the 16th minute at the moment.
Yeah, coach looks displeased.
Yeah, I would agree with that based on his little hand motions there. But
really unfortunate for Siouxland. They've had such a great 10, 15 minutes here. This is it's not the way they wanted it to go.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see how Siouxland will adjust to that, playing 11-10 down for about 75 minutes approximately remaining of this contest. And there's a through ball, and Gunnarsson will control that one. And now he'll be picked up as he's challenged by Romano Sanchez. Fusion control it.
Playing down the man is going to allow Fusion to play with a lot more patience now as well, which just feeds into that game.
You can see all the extra space they have because they have to make an adjustment on how they approach it.
Yeah, Siouxland going to sit a little bit deeper now. Looks like point of confrontation right at the midline. And that's where they'll stay.
They're working over near side here to Peruzzo. Peruzzo puts it back into the middle. That's onto the foot of Luis Pinto. And now it's sent forward. And on the far side there, it's Shotoda. And Shotoda makes a spin move, and then it's cleared out, and then it's chipped back in. And it looks like the Fusion might get to it. No, they cannot catch up to it and keep it in bounds. It'll be a Siouxland United toss-in. Need back, and it will be Kumakarua who will send it back over onto the foot of Gail Gonzalez, who pushes it even further to the far side. Now they work it back in the middle towards Miata. And then after I say all that, they pass it a couple more times. And they'll finally land on the foot here of Pinto. And Pinto will chip it up forward, and they'll get over his teammate's head. And back there with the first touch is Ben Shields. And then the Fusion keep it in. Now they're going to try and work something here. This could be an opportunity. Inchin Han. And that will deflect over towards the Outlaws goalie.
Clever from Han. Clever. Cuts inside. He's seen the run. He just hasn't quite got the ball right, but really clever.
A few more chances like that. Fusion could easily capitalize. You can't give them too many chances like that one. You'll eventually pay the price. And there's another short seam, shoelace to shoelace pass is what I like to call it.
Yeah, play tight, play technical, don't they?
In hockey, they call it a tape-to-tape pass. I like to call it a shoelace to shoelace.
As much about ice hockey as I've ever known. Tape to tape. I'll take that one with me, thank you.
There you go. You learned something today. I'm sure I've learned something today too. So. Fusion work it. It's Raisuke Miyati over on the far side. They'll chip it in. That's going in the way of Han, and Han sees it goes over the end line, and it was deflected by a Siouxland player. It'll be a Dakota Fusion corner kick. So the first corner kick of the game for the Dakota Fusion. Still no official chances on net here for the Fusion. We'll see if that changes here or not. Raisuke Miyata is taking the corner kick here for the Fusion. And he'll just dump it back. And now they'll send it in, and it's headed out there by Siouxland defender. And the possession's recollected here by the Fusion. They'll chip it in. I'm surprised he wasn't offside on that one. And now here's Doso with it. Oh, wait. Yes, that is Doso. And now the Fusion get it back. Nice pass. And now can they set up a shot? Nice footwork. And the shot is, I think it was going wide, but a save anyway by Gunnarsson.
Nice link-up play there from Miyata and Bushmeister into the 9 and back into the 10. And, yeah, nice combination play. Looking lively now, Fusion.
Starting to have their offense click a little bit here.
Yeah, here they come.
And we'll see if now it'll be a throw-in here for the Fusion. So we won't see anything from the Siouxland United here, at least momentarily anyway.
A red card is disappointing for the neutrals out there. I don't have as many neutral fans watching, but yeah, disappointing for the neutral fans to, to see a Siouxland team go down a man already when they're playing well for the first 15.
Yeah, exactly. I'll work it to the near side here. It's Garcia. Garcia makes a move around his defender. Puts it out in front. Here's an opportunity, and there's another opportunity. He keeps going to his right. He stops, and he just had too much momentum there. He couldn't set up for a shot. And now they'll chip it in, and across the face of the goal, and there was nobody there for the Fusion to put it in. Nice thought, but...
brilliant attacking play there from the Fusion. Very clever run inside from Brandon Garcia. It's a nice slip-through ball on the reverse. Yeah, they've really come alive here now. It looks like Doso has switched over to this right side in front of us now, Mike, as well. So I wonder if that's a tactical adjustment from Siouxland. Maybe something they've seen.
Quite possibly. I haven't seen a whole lot of action down on the Siouxland side of the field since that red card. So they'll restart from the defense here. Kumakuro work it up there onto the foot of Pinto, and Pinto will turn around and thread the needle on that pass. They'll quickly pop it out near side. Pass was intended for Garcia. It'll go out of bounds for an Outlaws throw-in. All right, had to make for some reason the field clock just stopped. It turned off, so we had to go reset that really quick.
Done well here to get corner.
It'll be Kenny Hewitt taking the corner kick here for Siouxland United.
Yeah, left foot in swing again. The last time they put a ball in, it was dangerous as well. So see if they can repeat.
And that one, first touch made there by the Fusion, and they clear it out nicely. And can he catch up to it? And we'll have a whistle, and they're going to give a free kick to Siouxland United, I believe, here, if I saw that correctly.
Yeah. A little bit too aggressive from Han.
Worked it inside, centering pass, and it was originally touched there by the Outlaws, but the Fusion able to bring it back out. Near side, so nice tiptoeing along the sideline here for Garcia, and they are going to award that to the Fusion. So they'll work the ball in here for Kumakurua. And now back over to the far side for Gonzalez. And Gonzalez works it up the field. He'll chip the pass forward, get the ball right back. And now he'll work it into the middle here for Gannon Brooks. Brooks flips it back over near side here for Seattle. Seattle now back onto the near sideline for Garcia. Garcia puts a foot on it, and a nice shot attempt there, and a save that Gunnarsson made look easy.
Yeah, good contact, a little bit too central, but great contact. I think with their numbers in advance, they could probably work a little bit better for an opportunity. But
nice clear there from Gunnarsson. A good 65 yards, if not more. Outlaws will have it at midfield, try and find a way through that Fusion defense. And now the Fusion defense recollects. You kind of get the feeling, and you tell me if you feel something different, Will, but Lou. But if the Fusion can get one, they can just kind of sit back and control it in the defensive area of the field, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, you're already playing a team that's conceded 1 goal all season, and so yeah, if they get ahead, it's going to be really, really tough for Siouxland.
Somehow they keep it in bounds and keep that play alive. Ball ricochets around the top of the box. Siouxland United comes away with it. They might have some numbers if they hurry. And the Fusion defense collapsed inwards really quickly as Doso was looking for an opportunity to speed away one-on-one against Will Devine. He did not get it.
Really important touch there from Sieto. He's done really well.
There's some pushing there from one of the Siouxland players, and we'll see if it's anything more than a verbal warning. And it is just going to be a free kick. But a free kick from a dangerous position there. Fusion could easily score from that spot on a free kick. Nicola Lai and Gonzalez over on the far side, it looks like.
Yeah, good position, this one.
They'll keep it on the ground, and it's into the back of the net. Scoring the goal for the Fusion is Gail Gonzalez from Newman, Mexico. And he scores that in the 29th minute of play.
Nice, clever. Clever from Fusion, I think. Very intentional with the free kick routine. They've gone low, they've gone short. Look to flick it on. Very, very clever.
Scoring the goal for the Fusion, the 29th minute, number 3, Gail Gonzalez. And now the coach is getting a yellow card. I've called 4 seasons of Dakota Fusion soccer. I've never seen a coach get a card before.
You must not have. You must not have been calling a game when Coach Melendez has been coaching then for the Fusion. Maybe it has happened and I just don't remember it. Because every time I see a card pulled, it's always assigned to a player. Yeah,
but
yeah. He's got his fair share. I hope he's not here right now. I think he is.
Well, if anybody would know that for sure, it'd be somebody who played under yeah.
I did for multiple teams as well. That's funny.
So 1-0 Dakota Fusion on the goal by Gail Gonzalez in the 29th minute.
Uphill, as you mentioned now, what happens when Fusion get a goal ahead? It's going to be even more difficult now for Siouxland. They're going to have to open this game up somehow. No subs yet for either team either, which is a little bit surprising, I think, for me.
Yeah, we'll see if what these two coaches do here moving forward. You got the 1-goal lead. You got the 1-man advantage. They'll work it over here near side onto the foot of Seattle. And now Garcia with some space. Switches fields, but it's going to be, it was nearly taken away, and then the Outlaws did get a touch on it, but it goes right back to the Fusion. I don't know if he lost his footing or what, but near side for Seattle. Seattle touches it back in for Pinto. Pinto trying to get around a defender, successfully keeps control of the ball. Dumps it back there onto the foot again, and Brooks. Brooks now swings it over far side onto the foot of the goal scorer, Gonzalez. Fusion working it around that top corner of the box. And here's Shotoda. And Shotoda with a centering pass. That one's chipped away, and then it's put up over the crossbar on the deflection. And a lucky bounce and break there for the Siouxland United Outlaws. It could have easily been 2-0.
That's an unbelievable miss there from Bushmeister. I think he knows it too.
Yeah.
I think he knows it. I don't know how he's missed the target from what seems to be 4 yards maybe. He looks like me in front of goal.
My apologies. Number 9 is indeed Richard Bushmeister. I have another number 9 from a previous game that I was calling out, and my apologies on that. Bushmeister deserves a few extra calls because of that.
I think we'll hear his name a little bit more. I think he's up for a goal tonight.
And now here's Doso. And Doso centers it back in, but it went through the feet of his teammate right to a Fusion defender. And now we have a Fusion player who's down.
It's Luis Pinto, yeah.
Our trainer from Essential Health will come out and have a quick chat with Pinto.
Yeah, hopefully nothing too serious. It looks like he's just taken a knee to the back, maybe.
On the side, Koichi and Barry. Barry says that he knows you, Lou.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or at least I think that's how I interpreted the chat message.
It must be. Shout out to my guy.
We are in the 34th minute of play now. It's 1-0 on the goal by Gail Gonzalez in the 29th minute. And now they'll work it up. Shotoda tried to chip it around the defender. It was cleared away there by Siouxland United. Back up to midfield and a battle for possession. Shotoda comes all the way up quickly and able to tap it out of bounds, but he does not win the argument on who gets to throw it in. It'll be a Outlaws throw-in. This is honestly the most people in attendance for a Dakota Fusion game this season.
Excellent.
Just looking out the window.
I'm telling you, Mike, everyone heard I was back in town.
We're going to have you on more games, I think. You're welcome back anytime you're in the area.
I think it was Tim. Tim promoted I was back in town, and that was it.
Tim from Northern Lights Football does some
Lights.
recaps for our social media pages on MSPN. We certainly appreciate that partnership. If you're not following them on Twitter, you probably should. And not only do they cover the North Conference, but they cover some women's teams and teams from all over the NPSL.
Yeah.
They do a fantastic job.
Do a nice job. Do a nice job.
They're on Facebook too, I believe. I believe I follow them on Facebook anyway. And here's an opportunity, and they will put it into the back of the net. I think it was Shotoda. We'll see who they celebrate. Yes, it was. It was Shotoda.
Yeah, it's tight. It's technical. It has to be Siouxland sitting really, really deep. So it has to be quick combinations. It's got to be tight. Yeah, carving the way through.
So Shotoda makes it 2-0 in the 35th minute with the second goal of the game. Scoring the second goal of the game for the Fusion in the 35th minute is Shotoda. All right, so we're underway here, and two goals in on 4 chances for the Fusion.
Yeah.
That's 50% efficiency. That's pretty good.
Yeah. You'd have to think the goal now in the final 10 here for Siouxland is just to hold on, not concede any more goals for 10 minutes. See if they can regroup at the break.
Fusion definitely look like they have more open space back in this back third of the field since that red card. It gets a little bit heated in the midfield and the other two thirds of the field, but it really seems to have created some opportunities having that extra space in the back half of the field. Garcia working it and tried to get it up to his teammate Pinto. Good to see that whatever he was down on the turf for a little bit ago hasn't affected him, and he's still in the game.
I think the success now for the Fusion in the last 10 or so has been using the width. I think they've used the width well to drag those Siouxland defenders a little bit more wide, and then they can play from inside out. And yeah, I think they've seemed to unlock the last 10 minutes here or so.
Kind of opens up some spaces there, yep.
Yeah, it does. It's all about moving players, isn't it? It's all about shifting players.
Here's Garcia. Garcia battling, lost it momentarily. Fusion get it right back. And there's, and looks like he's okay. That was Nomar Ogaz who kind of skipped out of bounds, if that's the way you want to put it. Inside there, Ben Shields trying to fight for possession. Now he'll get some assistance from Amendoso. I say that fluently, but that's his first and last name. His last name is not Amendoso. It's just Doso.
Strong from Kumakura there. He's got a challenge with those forwards in Siouxland. He's been really good in the air though. It seems like their only way out is to really play straight up into the striker positions, those 9s, find knockdowns. But he's been good at sniffing all of those out.
Garcia gives it up there for Pinto. Pinto puts a centering ball in, and Shotoda knees it up over the crossbar.
That's an excellent ball from Pinto. My goodness. Brilliant vision's got such nice shape.
That almost looked like a video game play.
It did. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. A little early cross, a little LBX for those FIFA players out there.
Looks like we have a substitution. Marcus Horwood, number 11, checks in for Siouxland United. Checking into the game for the Siouxland United Outlaws, number 11, Marcus Horwood. So we'll see what Horwood provides here in the final 6 minutes or so of this first half. I'm sure we'll have some stoppage time.
Yeah, a little bit experimental, I think, for the last 5 from Siouxland. He looks like he's another central player. They've just added another one to the midfield. So maybe a little bit experimental to see what they can kind of discover before the break, which is it's a smart coaching move, I think.
Work it all the way back here. That is Kumakura. And now up top, it's cleared away. The ball was there momentarily for Miata.
Another great ball from Kumakura. I'm so impressed by the technical ability of these Fusion guys. I know we chatted earlier about the intricacy and the tight play from the Fusion and the technical ability, but yeah, also the ability to play long as well. They've just got seemingly all ranges of passes from every player on the pitch.
So work it back over here to Garcia. Garcia's pass got intercepted. Siouxland United will try and work something with it here, starting with Americ Nsangu. Nsangu. I'll get it right eventually. I apologize in advance. That's the one player I had to rewrite my handwriting on with the phonetic spelling, and I still haven't got it down yet. So that was my first attempt since I rewrote it. So there you go.
Yeah, you always want diversity on a soccer team. It's always a pro, but the only con is for commentary announcing reasons.
Yeah, right.
It's maybe the only con, but everything else is a pro.
Well, I certainly try my best, and you certainly make me sound better than I am. I'll put it that way. So.
Nah, brilliant. Yeah, brilliant.
I've had color commentators before, but none that have played for the Fusion and played in the NPSL in the past, and it's really a brilliant, a crucial element that I enjoy having. So thank you once again.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me. Like I said, we won't bring up my goal scoring record though as a Fusion player.
Yeah, no, we talked about that in yesterday's game. If you want to go back and watch the women's Dakota Fusion game, you can find out how many goals he has scored in his career.
Let's not do that.
I'm sure he made some nice passes up the field, right? Maybe got a couple assists, or.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I had any.
Okay.
I don't think I had any. I was a deep-lying central defender, so yeah, my job was to keep the ball out of the net, which I feel like I did pretty well.
Yeah, I would agree with that. This Fusion team has certainly improved and improved and improved since the first season that I was invited to do the commentary and broadcast for the Fusion, and And it's nice to see not only the Fusion playing well, but it's also nice to see their opposition playing not making it easy for this really good team.
Yeah.
Oh, nice back heel kick, but unfortunately it was intercepted. And now upfield, and that could be, oh, he overran it as the ball made a backspin on a bounce off the turf. And just an unlucky sequence of events there for Marcus Harwood, who checked into the lineup just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, he's been a little bit of a spark for them. Like I said, I think he started off quite central in the middle of the park, but now he's playing a little bit more advanced. But yeah, I think a little bit experimental to see what they can get out of them for the last few minutes. But another example of them playing direct. They're going to have to really play direct here just to create opportunities.
I still feel like Siouxland United could possibly get one into the net here, even though they're shorthanded. They certainly have some talent out there to make it happen.
They absolutely do, and all they need is one long ball and a knockdown, and to get someone in behind, and it could change. It could change.
Now, you kind of alluded to that in those keys of the game too.
Yeah. Playing quick, playing the counter attack is going to be important for them. Obviously now down a man, even more pivotal.
Far side, I believe that's Shototo. Shototo works it inside, and he will put the foot on it, and it'll go wide.
Yeah, didn't quite get it right. Good intentions, didn't quite get it right.
Shototo, number 2, and Raisuke Miyata, number 23, lined up on the far side there for the Fusion in that forward midfield positioning. Long ball up front, or up ahead, I should say, and now we have a whistle on a free kick here for Siouxland United.
Great chance here. They're probably going to be patient and get some numbers forward. Yeah, they are.
About 44 yards out from the net.
Easy when the pitch has lines on it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is actually, yeah.
The pro of playing on an American football pitch.
And that one's over the head, and oh! I believe that was saved there by
Miyata, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yep, it was Miyata. It kind of looked like Will Devine was there, and then Miyata just blazed in like a lightning bolt and need it, and then he got it deflected off a Siouxland player and turned it into a Fusion goal kick.
Yeah, incredible anticipation there. He just sprinted to the goal line as every defender should, but actually I think there might have been a foul in that play. It looks like they're going to bring it back. Yeah, I think there was some obstruction of the goalkeeper, so we'll go Fusion free kick.
Okay, that's how we'll record it. And we have another whistle. And that'll be a free kick here for Siouxland United.
I think it's just crept out of play on the far side. Yeah,
oh, wait, no free kick. It was it was a throw-in. So next time they have a kick, we won't push that button. Fusion work it back to Devine. Devine will take his time, allows teammates to set up, get downfield. Now he'll put a right foot on it and send it 60 yards down the field. And that one out of bounds and throw in here for the Outlaws. Some kind gestures there from one of the Siouxland coaches, helping that Dakota Fusion player up from when he fell down tumbled down in front of their bench. Nice cross. And can he control it? Trying to work it. It's Ben Shields, and he'll go out of bounds for a goal kick. And that'll do it. About 3 minutes of stoppage time, and we've reached halftime. So goals in the 29th and the 35th minute. Gail Gonzalez in the 29th minute. Show Toto in the 35th minute. Make it 1-0 and 2-0 at halftime over the Siouxland United Outlaws. And Lou, your first half thoughts on this one?
Yeah, obviously going back to the red card was really disappointing for Siouxland after a really good 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It flipped on its head, and then the Fusion took control, and that seemed to be the story. So
yeah,
it really did.
Certainly seemed to be a Fusion-dominated performance from that 15-minute mark up for the next 30, up to 45,
yeah, absolutely.
48. So.
Absolutely, and playing against a Fusion team who loves to possess anyway, and as we know, stays really disciplined in terms of shape and defensive ability, and yeah, really uphill now for Siouxland.
So if you were the Siouxland United coach being down a man, what adjustments would you make here at halftime?
Yeah, as I mentioned, I think playing direct, they're going to have to really play direct, but get numbers around the knockdowns. If they're going to play direct up to the forwards, they've got to get a body in behind so they can find a knockdown and then maybe create chances that way. So yeah, like in the keys to the game at the beginning, playing quick but playing direct here for the second, and we'll see if they make any changes to shape or even rotation from the bench.
All right, and with that, we will take our break, and we'll come back in approximately 10 minutes with the second half here on MSPN Digital Television, as well as the Dakota.
Thanks for watching MSPN Digital Television. We are at halftime of this Dakota Fusion game. Our broadcast team will return shortly for the second half, which is coming up in minutes right here on MSPN Digital Television. Follow us online on our social media platforms. Simply search MSPN DTV, and when you see our logo, you'll know it's us. Visit MSPNDTV.com to learn more about MSPN Digital Television. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and become a member for as low as $9.99 per month. Thanks for watching MSPN Digital Television. Visit MSPNDTV.com to learn more about MSPN Digital Television. Advertising on MSPN Digital Television is a win-win. Support a channel that will support your business. Our production team will ensure promotion of your business is a success during MSPN broadcasts. Haven't tried online digital television advertising before? Mention this ad. All first-time sponsors will receive 10% off. Call or email info@mspndtv.com or 320-337-MSPN. That's 320-337-6776. Visit MSPNDTV.com to learn more about MSPN Digital Television. Interact with MSPN Digital Television online. Simply search MSPN DTV to find us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, X, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Once you see our logo, you'll know it's us. Get news, highlights, and final scores on all the games, teams, and athletes that you care about the most. And don't forget about our website at mspndtv.com. It's the social life of MSPN Digital TV. Just search MSPN DTV and start following us today. This is MSPN Digital Television, promoting local teams and local athletes since 2017 in North Dakota and Minnesota. Advertise your business on MSPN Digital Television. For more information, you can send us an email to info@mspndtv.com. You can also give us a call during regular business hours by dialing 320-337-MSPN. That's 320-337-6776. Mention this ad in your conversation with us, and we will take 10% off your sponsorship package. Put your product or service in front of hundreds of loyal viewers per game. MSPN Digital Television. Visit us online at our website, mspndtv.com. Subscribe to the channel and become a member for as low as $9.99 per month. Cancel anytime. No questions asked.
right, welcome back as halftime is about to conclude, and we'll get ready for half number 2 here as the Fusion are leading 2-0 on goals in the 29th minute by Gail Gonzalez and the 35th minute by Dakota. And now the Outlaws in the orange jerseys will start the second half with the ball, working from left to right on your screen as you're seeing it from your home TV or phone or mobile device or iPad or wherever you're watching from. Certainly appreciate you tuning in. Once again, the Outlaws playing a man down after a red card was handed out to Flynn Faulkner about 15 minutes into the match. Lou went down to get some more information on that. Apparently he said something that the ref didn't like in regards to a Fusion's player's nationality, and that's why he gave the verbal red card.
Yeah, again, I don't want to speculate, but
yeah,
something along those lines. So yeah, I kind of expected some kind of dissent, and the ref was obviously really close to the play, and yeah, that was it. It was immediate. Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't mean to take the words out of your mouth, but unfortunately, it was exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
We don't like to see that. We don't condone it, but we don't hate the guys who do it either, because it's in the heat of competition. So
of course, of course. Looks like no shape change for the Fusion, sticking with their 4-3-3.
I suppose it would help if I started our clock here and brought our scoreboard back up on screen. Gonna go ahead and reset our scoreboard clock here so it's correct. There we go. Now the clock on your screen is correct.
Oh, beautiful night here tonight, Mike.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, my goodness.
Should have checked the temperature, but it's not as hot as it was yesterday during that women's game, that's for sure.
Yeah, I got a nice 65 and low wind. Beautiful. Telling you, good things happen when I come back to town.
I should have been at our baseball games today. We had like 29, 32 mile per hour wind gusts, so where were you then?
North Dakota is flat. Yeah, baseball in the wind is probably not fun, huh?
No, not really.
Well, no sport in the wind besides windsurfing is probably fun.
That's probably an accurate statement as well. Quick congratulations goes out to one of the local hockey teams, the USHL Fargo Force. They sent 3 players to the National Hockey League in today's draft.
Wow, so amazing.
One went to the Colorado Avalanche, one went to the Pittsburgh Penguins, and the other one went to the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Incredible. Yeah, big hockey town. Big hockey town.
Yeah, that's my favorite sport. Nothing against soccer, but I love hockey.
That's brilliant. Lots of respect for hockey and technical ability, and wow, and obviously coached and was a teacher in the area for a long time. Had a lot of students who played hockey, and yeah, I watched a lot of hockey up here.
Fusion defense just playing contently in front of midfield here for most of this second half so far. And I think that was kind of maybe a little bit expected. Just kind of wait for those opportunities to create themselves and then see if you can put one more in, which they do. Oh, they do not. They went on the outside of the netting there.
Sinchu Han again. He's been the danger man, I think, for the Fusion. He's just getting the ball in and around the box in dangerous spaces, and he's clever. He turns and plays with both feet. He's got great left foot, great right foot. Yeah, he's hunting to get on the score sheet, I think.
In the 50th minute of play here at Jim Goda Stadium. Once again, my name is Mike. Lou's on the color analysis and camera. We got Janice working the scoreboard. And we thank you for tuning in. Because if you weren't tuning in, we would have no reason to do this. So, and a big thank you to our sponsors, including NTSI and MTI and Oasis C-Store and Jasmine's Cafe in Glendon, as well as Town and Country Credit Union and Essentia Health for not only making the broadcast possible, but also just making the Dakota Fusion program itself possible. They're going to set up for an attack here. Puts the left foot on. It goes wide left. Right idea, and the passes were good. I just think the ball came off his foot wrong. I think he was.
It's my fault. I was the one just raving about how good he was on his left side. So that was me. I'll take the credit for that one. That's fine.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Brilliant run from Brandon Garcia though, driving straight from the middle of the park, straight into the top of the 18. Couple of observations here. I think Mike Fusion playing a little bit higher the second. I think they've realized that they can press a little bit more and probably hungry to get a few more goals here, which is going to be important for them. We mentioned in the pregame that the goals haven't really been flowing defensively. Obviously, no trouble, but so yeah, a chance here with playing against 10 men to hopefully bag a few more goals here and grow in some confidence for the end of the season.
Yeah, absolutely, and it doesn't hurt, especially, I mean, you already have a 16, and now with this game, a 18 goal differential, and if that comes down to a factor, if Duluth FC kind of catches up, Duluth FC actually has more points than the Dakota Fusion, but the Fusion are in first place because they've gotten their points in less number of games. They've played about 3 less games than Duluth FC has.
Yeah, a few games in hand. Yeah, a few games in hand.
Goal differential does come down as one of those tiebreakers if a tiebreaker is needed. So.
Yep.
Of course, the Fusion have a draw and a win against Duluth FC.
Yeah, I imagine that'll be a factor too towards the tail end of the season. Having the head-to-head is going to be important for the Fusion. And Duluth still a strong team. They've been one of the cornerstone teams in this NPSL North Division. Been in it for one of the longest running teams now, I believe, and still run a really great club up there up north.
Yeah, absolutely. Every time I've seen them play, they've always put on a fantastic display of skill and talent. There's no doubt about it. Fusion have matched up with them well here in the past couple seasons. And depending on how you look at a draw, you could say that they got the best of them 2 out of 3 times. So, and I think this is going to bring a card.
Not much in it from Miata, but I think it was tactical. I think it was tactical. He was trying to break up the counterattack. Looks like there'll be another card issued for the aftermath. Yep.
So back-to-back yellow cards handed out here in the 54th minute. So taking the kick here is Shion Hayashi. And Hayashi will send it in. The Fusion send it right back out. Recollected there on the far side by Amrik Nsangu.
Bit of a waste from. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it, Mike. Nsangu.
And you were saying before I did that?
Bit of a wasted opportunity, I think, from the free kick. But any set piece for Siouxland, any throw-in, as you can see here, they're going to try and throw it deep, straight into the middle of the box. It's going to be really important here playing with 10 men. Big throw.
And that one will go just a little bit to the right side of the net. Trying to make that throw in, basically the equivalent of a corner kick almost.
Yeah. We're going to call it Route 1, I think, from here on out for Siouxland. Route 1 is get the ball in the box, see if they can knock it down and make something happen. It might be their only chance to break the Fusion down. It would be interesting, though, if the Fusion do somehow concede in this one. It'd be an interesting talking point, considering they've only conceded one all year. Then to concede a second against 10 men would be fascinating.
Yeah, that would be something to talk about for sure. You know, I felt like maybe it could have happened in this game, but I'm starting to get the feeling that it may not.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be difficult for them to do.
Once again, the Fusion working it with those short passes, 5 yards by 5 yards, and as well as holding possession and eating up time on the clock. Every second the Fusion have the ball is a moment that the Outlaws don't have an opportunity to produce any offense. So I think I said that in yesterday's game. Sometimes the best defense is a great offense. And I think the Fusion are showing the flip-flop of that right now.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not going to allow Siouxland to get it. I mean, they're going to dominate possession, as we know, and as they did in the first half already. But it's going to be a lot of repeat here.
If they can knock one more in, that will likely be the final dagger. The one that seals it for sure. But we've seen crazier things happen in the wide world of sports. And
yes, we have. Yes, we have. Looks like the Fusion are prepping a few changes here.
Checking in is number 24, Yudo Nishayo. There we go, Nishayo. Checking into the game for the Fusion is number 24, Yudo Nishayo. Nice job there by Siouxland to get in front of that ball and keep it going the opposite direction. And there's a through ball, and this could be an opportunity. Centering pass deflected and intercepted there by the Fusion. If they could have got that pass through, that could have been a shot on goal easily. .59th minute of play now.
Good chance to see Nishayo on the ball here. Looks like a straight swap for Miyata on the right side of the midfield. And here come more Fusion changes.
Got 3 of the 4. Checking in soon here will be Toshiki Makimoto, Alex Benitez, Felix Buabeng, And I'm not sure who the other one is because he's still wearing his yellow warm-up over his jersey number, but we'll get to that one eventually here.
Buaben was one of the goal scorers the first time out against the Siouxland team, so I'm sure we'll be hungry to repeat.
Show Toto working it here. And Toto trying to make a spin move there on Amendoso, but... And now that ball will be cleared up, and it will stay in bounds and go right to Will Devine.
Not much action for Devine, has he? Hasn't seen much so far.
Yeah, no. Especially here in the second half. All the action he's seen has been back in the first half.
Yeah, a couple routine things. I think the most dangerous thing you have to deal with was the early corner kick that was kind of bobbled around on the 6-yard line. Besides that, not much.
Nice takeaway there by, that was Ben Laybourne who took it away there for the Outlaws. And now the Fusion watch it go over the back line, and Siouxland United will have a corner kick. So let's see here. We also have number 29 coming in for Siouxland United, and that is going to be William Arana. Checking in for Siouxland United, number 29, William Arana. So the Fusion players will likely check in on the next whistle here, since this is an offensive opportunity here for Siouxland. And that one's into the back of the net, and the Siouxland United Outlaws have broken the donut on the scoreboard. And getting the goal in the 62nd minute here for Siouxland United is number 23, Kenny Hewitt. And it's now 2-1, and there's some life in this game now. So then the other one checking in for the Fusion is Ahmed Hijaz. Scoring the goal for Siouxland United in the 63rd minute, number 23, Kenny Hewitt. Also checking in for the Fusion, number 7, Tushiki Makimoto. Number 8, Alex Benitez. Number 11, Felix Buaban. And number 21, Ahmed Hijaz.
Well, you'd have to be frustrated if you're coach Alex Trent. I mean, we just talked about conceding a goal against 10 men would be seemingly impossible with the flow of the game, but you must be frustrated if you're a coach, right?
Oh, absolutely. But with, we're in the 64th minute, you still got about 25, 26 minutes to play, and you're just one goal away from potentially playing to a draw here. And
it'd be a rescue job.
Yeah.
Rescue job. Getting a point from this would be unbelievable for Siouxland. And they got their tails up. And I spoke with Coach before the match, and he reiterated that they're hungry for it. They're hungry coming off a win and have a chance to fight and climb into the top 3, top 4 in the league. And, they're going to show up today and try and compete.
So on their second chance of the game, actually that's their third chance, they get a goal in, and they cut the lead in half. And now, all of a sudden, what that 2-0 mountain that the Fusion had, it doesn't seem like a big mountain anymore.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. And you've got to be frustrated with the Fusion to not only concede, but to not find another goal in this one. I mean, yeah, as compact as Siouxland have been, do you think the Fusion would really be hungry to try and add a few more goals to their tally for the season, as we mentioned?
And Hajaz will see that one go out, and it'll go back to Siouxland United for a throw-in here in the 65th minute of play. Some speed on the outside there by that's Felix Buabong, who you mentioned scored one of the 2 goals against Siouxland last time these 2 teams played.
Yeah, he did. He did. I like what I've seen from him so far as well. He's looked lively. He's picked up the ball a little bit deeper. He's been running at defenders. He might be a nice spark here for the Fusion that they need.
It'll be Luis Pinto setting up the corner kick here for Dakota Fusion.
Outswing on the right foot.
He'll put it across the open goal, but right into the hands of Steiny Gunnarsson.
2 central.
And Gunnarsson will boot that one out to about midfield, and it's off the back of the neck of, and I think a handball was just called.
It's a weird option for a touch there.
Yeah. Marcus Harwood.
Yeah, Harwood's been great since he's come in. He's been physical. He's controlled the play from the middle.
Harwood puts one up. Here could be, and we're gonna have another card pulled out here, I believe. No, maybe not. Maybe it's just well, I'm gonna hold my thought on that one for a moment.
Yeah, it looked like it. It looked like the ref gestured for the pocket, but maybe changed his mind last minute.
That looks like it'll just be a free kick here for Siouxland United.
Quite surprised there wasn't a yellow. It was definitely a tactical foul, but nonetheless, great position again for Siouxland. You know, we mentioned the set pieces and the dead balls being the most important thing for them to try and find an equalizer now, and yeah, this one's going to be a good chance for him maybe.
We'll see what Shion Hiyashi decides to do here with this free kick.
Lots of numbers in the box as well for him.
Said the Outlaws have to have a little bit of confidence after putting that goal in, and now they have a prime opportunity to put together a chance here. I think 68th minute of play here at Jim Goda Stadium. Shion Hiyashi will put it to the left side of the goal, and it's out of bounds, and it will be the Siouxland United coach says it's a corner kick, and he is correct. It is a corner kick for the Outlaws.
Yeah, Pinto did well to shield it. Looked like he was trying to shield it out, but then ran out of space, so I think he just chested over the byline. But again, here's another set piece.
Kenny Hewitt, who scored the goal back in the 63rd minute, sets up the corner kick. And a nice defensive play there by the Fusion's Yuto Nishio. And another corner kick from the far side.
Yeah, same side they scored from now. This left corner kick or top side corner kick will be an in-swinger, so a little bit more dangerous, I think, for them. And this is how they create that first goal.
Oh, it's popped up and pushed back out. And they made a move down to the goal line and a whistle, and I think we have an injured Outlaw player down in front of the net. Yeah, and they're going to call in the trainer and the coach. I guess Siouxland has their own trainer here. Did not realize that until just now.
Potential, I didn't either. Potential head injury here, I think, for the ref to stop immediately. It's most likely a head injury, so not a good one here for Siouxland. Wow, what an impressive turnaround here, Mike. Unbelievable. They've come out in the second and shown some life and some fight, and yeah, they're really up for this one, aren't they?
Yeah, they certainly are, and I don't want to say it because I don't want to jinx it like I did the first time when I said that I don't think they will score a goal and then they score one. But
right.
if you believe in jinxes, but I'm trying harder and harder as I grow older to not believe in jinxes. But
I'm going the opposite. I get older and believe in them more and more. I think I get more and more superstitious.
I've been through too many sorrowful failures on trying to jinx something that I've given up on it. More so with my hockey team, but than with anybody else.
Yeah. Coach Melendez showed up as well up here to the box right after I was just making a comment out about how many yellow cards he's received as a coach. So thank goodness he didn't hear that on the stream, but now he made it up here. He's the king of sideline yellows.
Yeah, we had one of those. If you're just tuning in, we had one of those handed out to the Siouxland coach. I forgot to write it down on my paper when it happened, but
it's gonna be probably a drop ball then here. So Siouxland are going to remain in the attack. Weird situational.
And a nice save by Will Devine. Will Devine, I don't know what his exact height is, but from up here it looks like he's close to 7 feet tall.
Yeah, considering he uses his hands, I guess he is. Speaking of height, it looks like Doso's got some really nice length to him as well. And
definitely.
He's been challenging a lot of the aerial balls, a lot of the set pieces in the corners, and so they're going to obviously look to him to knock everything down. And a Fusion team that's not overly big. I mean, technically very, very good, as we know, but don't have a ton of height and presence. So could be a potential issue for Fusion late with set pieces with Doso. He's fast, but obviously, yeah, he looks great in the air as well.
Harwood goes up to challenge Devine as Devine gets it out of there, and it's bounced around in the middle of the field. Still no one with clear possession. And a misfire there, and that allows the Fusion to take over. And a through ball, and Hijaz gets taken down, no whistle, and that will be a clean play.
Yeah, unfortunate. Such a nice little through ball by Makimoto as well, but here they go.
And now the Fusion are going to try again, and you get chipped up there, and the ball will come loose. One of the Fusion staff members, I'll call him, thought it was something more than just incidental contact.
Yeah, a few really important last-ditch challenges there from the Siouxland defenders. My goodness, they are on the ropes at the back, but yeah, fighting for their lives. But nice little bit of life here, though, from the Fusion now. Look like they're getting in behind a little bit. The fresh legs have made a difference.
Yeah, they recently put in 4 new players about 7-8 minutes ago.
Yeah, Boabang and Makimoto have been sharp off the bat. And that was Agbasa, I think, on the through ball that maybe looked like he was taken down, but ref says play on.
They'll switch it over to the far side. Lights are on now here at Jim Goda Stadium. Only one time has it actually gotten dark here at a Dakota Fusion game, but the lights are on nonetheless. That was last season when I forget who they were playing, but the opponent brought the same color jersey as the Fusion, and they didn't have a white jersey, so Dakota Fusion staff had to travel to the office on 25th Street in Fargo and bring some different colored jerseys. No, yeah, so we had a late start on that game, and that's the reason why it got dark. 74th minute. I think that game got started like 55 minutes late.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was something else, I tell you.
Remember playing down in Rochester or Med City before they went USL, I believe. We played down there late, and big rain delay, thunderstorms. We kicked off almost 2 hours after the scheduled time. It was unbelievable.
We've had one of those. I can't remember. I think it was a couple seasons ago where we had to deal with that.
Yeah, you never know this time of year, do you? You get torrential rain, or we played Duluth there one year, and it was almost puddles on the pitch. It was unreal.
Yeah. That turf isn't kind to bare skin either.
It is not. It is not.
When that turf gets wet, it's almost like playing on razor blades.
Yeah.
I know from personal experience playing high school soccer on turf.
Yeah.
Nice job there by Stingy Gunderson coming out and covering that one up to prevent a possible Fusion attack. In the 75th minute, about to hit the 76th minute of play now.
Yeah, a little bit more. Seeing a little bit more desperation from Siouxland. I think they've committed more numbers forward. They've got really 3 defenders left back, and there's a huge gap in the middle of the park. So it's clear that the message is we want a goal. We want to leave here with a point.
Hijaz will try and control it, and he'll lose it. And now here comes Amendoso. Amendoso looking for a centering pass. Nobody there. Deflected out. Fusion try to control it, and they do so. Turn around. He tried to get a pass to cutting Amendoso.
Be a drop ball, hit the ref. It's been a recent rule change here in the world of soccer that now any contact with the ref turns into a drop ball. Used to play on no matter the situation, but yeah, back to a drop ball now.
That's an interesting rule change that I was not aware of, actually.
Yeah, maybe a season or 2 ago, I think now. Oh, excellent.
And right at the midline there, some contact.
Nishio is brilliant. What a run on this right-hand side here. I think he's megged the player right before he got fouled as well. He's very, very technical. He's got brilliant feet.
Yeah, Nishio's done a great job since he's come in.
Yeah, I've liked him a lot. He's looked really lively down this right-hand side. Now he's kind of cross-playing centrally. He's kind of playing a free roaming role, I think, for the Fusion, but he's been dynamic. Definitely think there's another goal in this game too, I think, because as mentioned, I think Siouxland are obviously not content down 1, but I think they're going to try and push to get an equalizer, and that's going to leave a lot of space at the back here in the final 10. So I feel like there's one more goal in this one at least on either end.
We'll see if you're right. So far you've called it.
I know.
We'll see if you can keep your 100% streak alive here. I'm going to say there's going to be at least 2 more passes in this game. So there's one of them.
Yep, you're on. Go buy a lottery ticket.
They'll work it back over here near side for Gail Gonzalez, and Gonzalez will drop it back to Devine.
Quite deep block here from Siouxland. They still haven't really come out and try to press the Fusion.
It almost seems like the Outlaws are looking for that bounce, looking for that break. And at times it has looked like it may have occurred, but the Fusion, somebody from the Fusion always gets in the way and prevents it. Outlaws might have to put a little more effort on creating those opportunities than just sitting back and hoping that they would happen, because I'm not saying that's exactly what they're doing, but it certainly feels like that at times.
Yeah, yeah. But they're going to be patient here, obviously try and carve them apart. They're going to be patient. You just have to be careful not to get caught in the counterattack.
That'll be a Fusion throw-in. That will be taken by Benitez. And Benitez puts it in there. Toshiki Makimoto sends it way out.
Yeah, nice little 1-2 there on the edge of the box, and Makimoto cutting in that left foot. He's great contact. He's hit it well. Just couldn't keep it down.
79th minute now as we approach the final 10 minutes of this contest, plus whatever stoppage time they may add. Maybe some hollering there from some Siouxland fans on a high kick from one of the Fusion players, but play continues on. And a centering pass. Amadoso is there, but so is Will Devine.
A really important touch from Kumakura there, I think. That if he doesn't get a touch on that, that goes straight inside the box. So again, have to be sharp here, the Fusion defenders. They've been good. The central defenders have been really good, but they do have to be sharp. Have to stay switched on.
Amadoso challenging there on Gail Gonzalez. And now pressure here from the Outlaws, and that's immediately taken away, and there's going to be a yellow card handed out to the Fusion.
It's a second yellow. No, it's first.
Yellow card handed out in the 81st minute.
Yeah, maybe a tactical foul, but I think he's just hit him straight in the back. But yeah, nonetheless, another dangerous position now for Siouxland. Central free kick. They're going to commit numbers in the box. Doso again, probably one of the target men.
And that is high over the upper right corner of the goal, and taking the shot there for Siouxland United is Ryder Delport.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? Maybe he gets a nick, maybe he gets a deflection on the way through, you never know, but yeah, why not? (3-4-3) or excuse me, 3-4-2 from Siouxland. They're gonna keep two players really high now. They're about to make a change as well. We'll see where he slots into.
Looks like, let's see, number 44 I do not have on my roster. Not sure who that is for Siouxland.
Super secret weapon. Oh, so impressed with Siouxland here. They are really, really up for this one. Their energy, they're vocal, they're loud, and in contrast, hearing nothing from Fusion in terms of communication and leadership. They seem to have gone really, really quiet here and played quite timid.
Yeah, so Siouxland fans, I apologize. I'm not sure who number 44 is. He does not make an appearance on my roster here. If you want to chime in on the chat and tell me who he is, that'd be appreciated.
Yeah, we'd love to know. You watch, he's going to go on some unbelievable wonder run and score. Like NPSL goal of the season or something, goal of the year.
And I don't know who he is.
Yeah, see if we can find out here.
In the 84th minute now.
Finding some flow here now. Oh, brilliant run.
Now on a goal, I believe it's going to be a corner kick.
Yeah, what a run from Sieto. He is, man, he is pretty special down that left-hand side. Playing in what maybe like a makeshift left-back role. He looks like he's probably a natural winger, but yeah, nonetheless, a brilliant, brilliant player. Very, very technical. Great vision.
44 is Emmanuel Kate, according to the roster I have on the Squatty app.
All right.
So Emmanuel Kate. And I just got a message from somebody on our YouTube chat saying the same thing.
Confirmed. Excellent.
I'm not sure what the name is, but I can't read that language. So thank you, though. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Have to be careful not to get caught in the counterattack here for Fusion. They've got, yeah, with a few fresh legs from Siouxland.
And a free kick forward here to Siouxland United. Recently checking in for the Dakota, for the Siouxland United is number 44, Emmanuel Kate.
Clumsy foul from Boabeng. Again, just another opportunity for Siouxland to put the ball in the box, and they're going to.
And we do have one final in from NPSL North. Joy AC has defeated Sioux Falls Thunder by the final of 4-0.
Wow.
I want to thank Scott for sending that score into us.
It's going to be an exciting few weeks, I think. The end part of this season, I think there's a lot of movement to be happening. There's a lot of important matchups still to happen. Obviously, Duluth got ahead with the schedule, so the Fusion got to catch up in games played. But yeah, the last few weeks of this NPSL season is going to be good.
Yeah, certainly. Fusion have one more conference home game after this on July 2nd. And then they have one more game. It's a NISA tournament game on July 7th. And those will be the last two games played here at Jim Gota Stadia for the Dakota Fusion men. All the rest of their games will be on the road.
Yep.
And here's an opportunity. It's Felix Buabong, and he scores!
It's a nice finish. It's a nice finish. It's composed. He sniffed out the danger really well. It's a sloppy ball from Siouxland, but he's done well to pick it up, and yeah, he's tucked it away nicely. Confident finish from the youngster from the bench.
So in the 87th minute, Felix Buabong duplicates his performance from the last time they played against this, and well, you called it.
Yeah.
You said there'd be one more goal for either side, and and I think you may have even hinted towards Felix Buabong being someone who might score that goal.
I did. I'm 3 for 3.
I think you're 4 for 4, actually.
I was just being modest. So you're right. I am 4 for 4. I was just being humble.
I like that. That's a good quality for a person to have. Scoring the goal for the Fusion in the 87th minute, number 11, Felix Buabong. So 3-1 now in favor of the Dakota Fusion here in the 89th minute of play. So a little over a minute before we hit stoppage time. And one thing that I like what I'm seeing here so far is that pass tried to get through to Emmanuel Kate. One thing I like that I'm seeing here so far is even though the Fusion just scored, the Siouxland United Outlaws are still playing like it's a one-goal game.
Yeah, I mean, you have to think that, I mean, what would happen if they remained with 11 men? Because they have just been so dynamite this second half that, yeah, if this was still a 11-a-sided match, you'd have to think this might have gone differently.
Hijaz couldn't get a breakaway like Felix Buabong did just a moment ago. But the Fusion get it right back. Defenders closing in tightly. Bunch of triangle formations for those close, short passes for the Fusion. There's a reason why they set those orange cones up during practice, and you saw it there.
Absolutely.
In that example of the game there. Fusion able to take away. Now Felix Boulabong has some open space, and he brings it upfield. Boulabong sends it over to Hijaz. Hijaz gets around a defender, puts it up, and it just over the top of the crossbar. That was a boot by Hijaz.
Smart play. Smart play.
We have now entered stoppage time. And checking in for the Fusion here in the near future is going to be number 15, Patrick Carney, and number 5, who I don't have on my roster. Let me check.
5 will be Telvin Va.
Telvin what?
Telvin Va.
Va.
Telvin Va.
Checking in for the Fusion, number 5, Telvin Va. And number 15, Patrick Carney. We have a Outlaws player slow to get up away from the play. So that one's headed up over the crossbar. I believe that's going to be a corner kick here for Siouxland United. And now the referee is running over to take a look. It was Amrik Nsangu who was slow to get up. On the positive note, he remains in the game.
Another left foot in swinger here.
Punched away by Will Devine, and that's the only reason that kick didn't go into the net.
Yeah, it's excellent goalkeeping. He's aggressive. He's got 2 hands on it.
Punch back in, maybe an opportunity, and they put it into the back of the net one more time.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Amazing resilience of Siouxland. Been so impressed with them. Yeah, just like a knock on, and he just managed to break through and get a goal, but wow.
And it comes in the 93rd minute. And it's Marcus Harwood who scores. All of a sudden, it's 3-2, and if they can get another quick attack going here, there's a chance they could equalize this one.
I know. Very, very surprisingly, but wow. 2 more changes as well. They're going to bring in some fresh legs off the bench, a little bit more size and speed. Here they come.
Hibiki Mizutani, number 3. And then the other one was number 15, Ben Lab. No, not. What was the other one? There's a number 15 on the field, but I was told number 15 isn't here today. So we'll see if there's a number 15 on this roster here. And there is not. So not sure number 15 is. The 15 says Ben Laybourne, but I thought the person I talked to said Ben wasn't here today.
Missed the chance to touch on it, but debut for number 5 Telvin Va for the Dakota Fusion. He's a local youngster. He's a West Fargo product, and ended up playing at Concordia down the road. Terrific young player.
Hope to see more of him in the conclusion of the season here for the Fusion.
Yeah, I hope so too. Hope so too.
Scoring the goal for Siouxland United in the 93rd minute, Marcus Harwood, number 11. So now in the 95th minute of play.
Got more technical brilliance from Nishio. He is just a wonderful player on the ball. Another set piece again for Siouxland. They're going to put this straight in the box. Here comes the goalkeeper. Yeah, Gunnarson's come off this one as well. Going to look to get a knockdown or something. Fusion going to stay really tight here, stay aggressive in the air.
Well, we saw this in the last game where the goalkeeper for the opponent came way up to play, and if Will Devine could get his hands on that and put a boot on it, he could possibly score a goal, but he won't do that this time around.
I'll do it.
As that will be full time, and the Dakota Fusion hang on and win this one by the final score of 3-2. And a fantastic game and a fantastic effort from Siouxland United.
Yeah.
Down a man for over 75% of the match, and they scored more goals with 10 on the field than they did with 11 on the field.
Somehow, yeah, wow. What resiliency. I mean, yeah, to go down a man, which was obviously disappointing from a viewing standpoint, but then, like you said, to score more goals with 10 men is so impressive, and yeah, an unbelievable fight from Siouxland, and not what you want to see for the Fusion, but as they say in the world of soccer, results are result, right? 3 points is 3 points.
Exactly, and you know, it's not a win in the standings or in the win-loss record, but the's certainly some wins that the Outlaws can take from this match, for sure. There's no doubt about it. All right, well, let's recap the scoring here, if I can remember how it all went. Back in the 29th minute, Gail Gonzalez would score to make it 1-0. About 6 minutes later, Dakota would score a nice goal in the 35th minute to make it 2-0. And then, let's see here. We fast forward to the second half, and in the 63rd minute, Kenny Hewitt for the Siouxland United Outlaws would score to make it 2-1. But then the Fusion would respond approximately 24 minutes later. In the 87th minute, it'd be Felix Buabong who got a lucky bounce and got a one-on-one with goalie Stingy Gunnarsson and scored, put it into the back of the net to make it a 3-1 lead for the Dakota Fusion. And then we enter stoppage time, and Marcus Harwood gets an opportunity in front of the net, and he's able to put it in to make it 3-2, but that's as close as Siouxland United would get in this one. So before we wrap up the broadcast, your final thoughts on this one, Lou?
Yeah, you know, again, what a fight from Siouxland. What a fight. I mean, it's disappointing to go down, but to come back and show some resiliency and some energy and some life, and I just thought they outplayed the Fusion. I really did. And
yeah,
you know, to maybe play this game with 11 men, I truly think this result might have gone a lot differently. So yeah, brilliant fight, brilliant resiliency. Yeah, amazing job from Fusion to hold on to the 3 points, and that late goal and the one-on-one from Buabong ended up being the decider, ended up being the winner. So yeah, it was an important goal for him. But yeah, brilliant to be out here. Thanks again for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, you're in the area next time. Get a hold of me, and
for sure,
we'll get you on again.
And I'll bring the crowd, remember. It's always, if I'm in town, people show up.
One more home game for the Dakota Fusion in conference play, and that's on July 2nd, so be sure to tune in for that one. And then they have that NISA tournament game on July 7th before they hit the postseason on the NPSL side. So, and then a handful of road games to conclude the season here for the Dakota Fusion. All right, well, that'll wrap it up for Janice on the scoreboard and Lou on color commentary, camera, and analysis. My name is Mike, and we thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, your final score in this one, the Dakota Fusion 3 and Siouxland United Outlaws 2. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast, and we'll talk to you again soon here on MSPN Digital Television, as well as the Dakota Fusion YouTube channel. Have a great night.
Copyrighted presentation of MSPN Digital Television. Visit us online at our website and by searching MSPN DTV on most social media platforms. Thanks for watching MSPN Digital Television.